In 2005, Ji-yuk's friends gathered to celebrate his release from the military. However, their plans took an unexpected turn when they noticed Ji-won, seemingly drunk and standing alone. This caught other attention. This prompts Ji-yuk to approach Ji-won and inquire if she had company. Ji-won revealed that she was completely alone due to her father's recent passing and a recent breakup. Unfortunately, in her intoxicated state, she accidentally broke her eyeglasses by stepping on them. Ji-won explained that people don't like her, leaving her with no friends. Intrigued, she walked closer to Ji-yuk, sniffing him and even biting his shoulder because he smelled good. They decided to go to the park and sat on the grass. However, Ji-won struggled to distinguish between a can of beer and soju without her eyeglasses. Ji-yuk advised her to drink at home, but she resisted, expressing her loneliness since her father's death. During their conversation, Ji-yuk learned that Ji-won's mother had left them, and she had no siblings. Ji-yuk remarked that she doesn't have friends because no one likes her, repeating what she told him earlier. Trying to lighten the mood, Ji-yuk gave her a Coca-Cola, pretending it was beer. Ji-won then confessed that she did have a friend named Sumin, but couldn't reach her, fearing she would appear like a loser during tough times. She also noticed changes in her ex-boyfriend's behavior before her father's death, realizing he was more interested in her friend Sumin. Upon hearing Ji-won's struggles, Ji-yuk suggested that she should stop being friends with her if it made her uncomfortable. This prompted Ji-won to confess again about her friend Sumin, highlighting her feelings of inadequacy when they were together. Ji-yuk, in response, urged Ji-won to prioritize her own comfort and well-being over maintaining friendships that caused her distress. In the midst of their conversation, Ji-won questions Ji-yuk's understanding of the feeling of loneliness. She emphasizes that her only companion is Sumin, and she yearns for stability in her life. To reassure Ji-won, Ji-yuk decides to share his own story. He reveals that after his mother passed away 15 years ago, and his father had remarried, and he has a stepsister now. Listening to Ji-yuk's tale, Ji-won reflects on her own situation and concludes that his father's new beginning was likely for the best. She expresses hope that her father, too, had found happiness by getting married again. However, Ji-yuk surprises her by revealing that not only had his father remarried, but he had also passed away. Despite the heavy revelation, Ji-won and Ji-yuk applaud, and as they join hands, Ji-won can't help but feel Ji-yuk's warmth. They sleep on the grass facing each other. When Ji-yuk woke up the next morning, Ji-won was gone, and only his jacket, which serves as her blanket, was left in her place. Then at school, Ji-yuk is seen doing a judo fight with his athlete friend Dong-suk. But even though Ji-yuk is not an athlete, he always wins against a frustrated Dong-suk. While drinking water at the stairs, Ji-yuk heard someone mumbling about waking up this morning beside an unpleasant-looking old man. Curiosity leads him to want to find out who it is. He saw her sitting and talking to someone, but no one else was there with her. She wishes not to see that person in the school. The next day, while passing the stairs where he saw the woman, he suddenly stopped and saw a cat eating. It turns out that Ji-won was talking with a cat when he saw her the other day. Then he saw her again feeding the cat. When he passed by again, holding a cat treat, he prodded the cat and offered the treats. Winter came, and snow started to fall. Ji-won still came and fed the cat. During his break, Ji-yuk starts to assemble a simple shelter for the cat. When Ji-won saw the cat house, she was happy. Looking back, Ji-yuk knew she had many chances to approach Ji-won back then. One day, he saw the cat in the middle of the road, and a car was fast approaching it. He didn't think twice and ran towards the cat, getting smashed by the car. And then, in 2011, when he was appointed as general manager of the company, he was given a chance again to meet Ji-won. But she already has a boyfriend. Back to the present, Ji-yuk wakes up from his dream of the past. At the office, all the employees couldn't believe what they were seeing. When Ji-yuk came, he had a total makeover and looks dashingly handsome in his suit. When Ji-won came face to face with him, he smiled and told her he felt good. Ji-won smiled back, and Min-han noticed that. He told Ji-won to follow him and warned her about Ji-yuk's admiration for her, but she informs him that Ji-yuk already has a girlfriend. But Min-han doesn't want to buy it, and he told her he knows what cheaters are capable of doing. And she tells Ji-won that she is gullible and naive not to notice it. Ji-won then asks him if he surely wouldn't do something like that. Then Hee-yoon and Ju-rin call her. Min-han can't help but notice the changes in Ji-won. Then, while admiring Ji-won's beautiful transformation, Soo-min suddenly appears, and he stumbles to get away from her. Meanwhile, women are admiring how handsome Ji-yuk is. Then Ji-yuk received a call from his grandfather's assistant informing him of his stocks. His grandfather has been investigating his every move, including his interest in stocks. In the break room, all the women are chatting about the transformation of Ji-yuk. Ji-won notices that their group is the only one who's not talking about it. Ju-ran has a husband, and Hee-yoon told them Ji-yuk's not his type. They are talking about the meal kit when Soo-min barges in and starts to talk about how she was always there for Ji-won as her only friend. Then Kyung-wook enters the room and orders them to go back to work, except for Ji-won. He wants Ji-won to park his car. At the elevator, Ji-won is expecting to see Soo-min waiting for her because she knows she will try to comfort her by telling her she is her only friend. She is definitely right. Soo-min tries to comfort her and requests her proposal again. Soo-min wants to use Ji-won's proposal for her full-time employee application. Ji-won replied to her that she would think about it. Soo-min seems annoyed and pulls Ji-won's arm, asking her if she is still mad about the reunion. They were interrupted by Kyung-wook. He wants to talk with Ji-won about her proposal, telling Ji-won that he should put his name on her proposal. Ji-yuk invites Ji-won to have dinner with him that evening, but Ji-won has personal plans and tells Ji-yuk that if it is work-related, she will make it possible to come. But Ji-yuk said it was fine. Her personal plan turns out to be a meeting with Yoon-ho. She went to a bar, and Yoon-ho prepared wine for her. She planned to treat Yoon-ho to dinner, but Yoon-ho had dinner early. Min-han is calling Ji-won because he wants to have a date with her, but she is not answering. Then he called Soo-min to ask if she was with Ji-won. She thought they had a date tonight because Ji-won can't stop looking and making herself pretty in the mirror at the office. And to make Min-han more suspicious of Ji-won, she told him about Ji-won's mother's affair. At the bar, Yoon-ho showed Ji-won her letter to him. The handwriting is similar to hers, but she didn't write that letter. The letter contains how she detests Yoon-ho and that he makes her vomit, asking him not to speak to her. They walked outside. Then Ji-won tells Yoon-ho that she already has a boyfriend. He described Ji-yuk to Ji-won, thinking he might be his boyfriend. Then, Ji-won, guess it right, it is indeed Ji-yuk. He tells Ji-won that Ji-yuk notified him about the reunion, and he seems really worried about Ji-won. That's why he thought she was her boyfriend. While driving, Ji-yuk sees Ji-won and Yoon-ho talking. Yoon-ho's friend is telling him that Ji-won dumped him, but he doesn't want to believe it. Ji-yuk tries to call Ji-won, but Ji-won turns off her cell phone because Min-han is calling her. Sensing someone is following her, Ji-won runs faster, until she makes it through the park. Then, out of nowhere, she smashed into Min-han. Startled by his presence, Ji-won told him why would he follow her if he could just call her, but he told her she was not answering his calls. And he is suspicious of how she is acting strangely. And then he refers her to her mother. Ji-won heard it and knows that Soo-min had told Min-han about her mother's affair. He inspects Ji-won's face and holds her hand tightly until Ji-won's arms hurt. Then Ji-yuk appears and pulls Min-han to knock him down. Remembering Min-han's words in Ji-won's wake, the reason he killed her, makes him furious. He gripped Min-han by his collar, but Ji-won pleaded with him to release Min-han. After he released Min-han, he ran for his life and left Ji-won with Ji-yuk. Meanwhile, Ji-yuk gives coffee to Ji-won. Then she asks him why he is there. He told her he was just passing by, but he admitted that because she was not answering her phone. Ji-won then asks him why he is doing it, because it is already after work hours and he is not anymore responsible for her safety. But Ji-yuk told him that he was worried about her safety. He is worried that Min-han would harm her, because he knows a person doesn't change their attitude. Because Soo-min was curious to see if Min-han and Ji-won were fighting, she went into the park, but instead said Ji-won with Ji-yuk. Soo-min receives a call from Min-han. Meanwhile, Ji-won confides in Ji-yuk, expressing discomfort about his feelings. Curious, Ji-yuk questions if she understands his feelings towards her. Ji-won responds, stating that she doesn't want to be involved with someone who cheats. Ji-yuk reassures her that he has already taken care of the situation, but Ji-won finds it hard to believe that women are treated like possessions that need managing. Frustrated, Ji-won confronts Ji-yuk, expressing disbelief in how he's treating Hee-yoon. When she attempts to call Hee-yoon, Ji-yuk intervenes, asking her to listen to him first. He clarifies that he senses Ji-won believes he is dating Hee-yoon and cheating on her because he likes Ji-won. Ji-yuk admits that he does like Ji-won, but clarifies what she is thinking about him. To prove his point, he calls Hee-yoon, whose caller ID on his phone is saved as Most Beautiful. Ji-yuk tells Hee-yoon he loves her, who responds to him with questions about sickness or him leaving their family registry. After the call, Ji-yuk questions Ji-won if that sounds like a normal conversation for a couple. Embarrassed by her misunderstanding, Ji-won realizes that they are, in fact, siblings. She promptly apologizes to Ji-yuk, but he insists that it's not all a misunderstanding because he genuinely likes her. Ji-yuk then takes her home, leaning in towards Ji-won, only to unexpectedly fall unconscious on her shoulder.